for this discussion, we get major stakeholders in our society. And because of the trending issues, we'll bring to people who all can discuss issues of the moment. What did happen now? What did they we get people them for come discuss. We know say one key thing when it happen now, or when it trend around about the 7-story building we collapse a shell. Everybody when they talk, everybody get new information. But for today, we will get detailed information, updates from the people who matter. As we also celebrate World Peace Day, we'll get a chance for listening to people where the president give the mandate for let them oversee the peace of the country. And we also will get the opportunity for talk to somebody who for quite a long time they only interact with peace from the civil society point of view. But before we take the discussions proper, we just want to give an updates about events that will happen around. And one such event, one will say everybody one year is waiting to happen now with airspace Nalunge. We all go down camp across rumor that an unscheduled aircraft land Nalunge Airport. So we'll get a brief update on that. Yes, an unscheduled, unauthorized aircraft land Nalunge Airport. Immediately, authorities were informed, we are alerted. Police, ONS, the military, they go into action. They search the plane for know if you get any security threat or wait to make a land. 4 crew members, 3 Mexicans and a Spaniard were in the plane. They were arrested, handed over to police for help police with investigations. And 2 of the air controllers at airport also they help police with investigations. But for brief now, the plane not get any security threat. There was nothing like ammunition, there was nothing like contrabands in the aircraft. Notwithstanding, because it was not scheduled, because it was unauthorized, they arrest the crew, and currently investigation is ongoing. They lock the plane, hand over the keys to the police. So as we speak, the plane, they blocked one, manned by our staff, Sierra Leone police, and ONS. No cause for alarm. Other updates. On the 18th of September, at the Oxford University in London, the president, one parent in Wakawaka, the way they say the Wakawaka Boku, he unveiled $1.68 million Feed Salon initiative. So sometimes the way the parent go up and down. Now on behalf of the country. So he will present a proposal, an initiative for Feed Salon. He appealed for global attention on food insecurity, especially in Africa. Because whatever happens to Africa should be of global concern. So it will appeal not only for feed alone, but that the world forget concern on the kind of way food crisis they happen across the globe. The Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion also commemorates World Peace Day with a march past. This is an institution where the president puts together for ensure say Sierra Leone will prioritize peace and with cohesion as a state, irrespective of political belongings, ideology, religious background, tribal affiliations, we follow it as one. Because now only with peace we will able to move this country. And with only peace, Salon will be able to catch up with other developing countries. So the commission will charge with the responsibility for make sure say the peace we'll get will sustain them, and that there's national cohesion in the country. They join other people across the world for celebrate the World Peace Day with a march past. On the 20th also September 2024 in Kambia district, northwest of Sierra Leone, an unusual flooding occurred in 3 different localities of Kambia district, which has caused serious damages. And when we talk about environmental protection, the effects of climate change, that we all for be concerned. We don't see the amount of atrocities now, where the activities, what would they do, the repercussions. In Kambia district, 3 locations, we are highly flooded. I think we also get similar incident in Puloko district. Where water take over a whole village, or 3 villages, or more communities. These are issues when now we own activities. What do they do to the environment? When you block matter, if road for you know what equity will do. So we don't experience flooding in several communities. Now upline self now the flooding on the target. And be free time with the experience, those kind of things. So this tells us human activities, both in Freetown and upline, they cause challenge now. So when we talk about environmental protection, concern. Perhaps when we listen to Lieutenant General Brahma say from disaster management, it will give me more on the challenges where they happen across. On the 18th of September 2024 in Freetown, the Islamic Development Bank has pledged to flagship project Feed Salon under the Agriculture and Food Security Ministry with $40 million US. $40 million US. Now, the Islamic Development Bank don't pledge for support President Bureau in flagship project when I Feed Sierra Leone. Feed Sierra Leone, now the project they buy a dream. The dream is we for able to grow what we they eat and eat what we they grow. We for able to feed ourselves and export the surplus. If we do that, we will earn foreign exchange, we will stabilize the foreign exchange rate, and we will plan for more development. Because we don't find out, say, the government, they spend more for import with staple food. Oh, even Yabas, Pasuba and Guinea, oil, pass to buy from overseas. Less, where every house in Sierra Leone, they eat less, pass to go buy. So the dream or the vision of this administration, led by His Excellency the President, is to ensure that we will produce and feed ourselves. And this, not a dream, will just rest with the President. The President, we see who is showcase what he in the do when he say feed Sierra Leone. He's leading by example. We see him like a farm. We go harvest, second harvest of the fish, we in the farm. So, they commit we all for us to go back home and do what we able to do so that we will able to feed ourselves. We will able to cut down on what we they use for import, we use staple food. Due to in commitment and the kind of way that they see the sincerity that it make the Islamic Development Bank don't commit $40 million for ensure that we succeed. On the 20th of September in Freetown, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs in a press release has announced the commemoration of 2024 UN World Tourism Day on 27th of September 2024. So as we are part of the global community, the world is to celebrate World Tourism Day on the 27th. So the Ministry of Tourism don't inform me that they are going to be part of that celebration. Then back, they celebrate World Tourism Day on the 27th of September. I think it's not a brief, because I don't say brief. They say it was not brief. Today not brief. Thank you very much for this update. We will go proper, so we panelist them. Like I tell you now, one, the world, they celebrate World Peace Day. Then, there was an atrocity where claimed lives of Sierra Leoneans, innocent lives. Some man have visit, he go visit. Some man have waka, there's something happen. The details of that, we help people today, we will help we for discussion. On the immediate right is a usual face. Lieutenant General Ibrahim Asise from the National Disaster Management Agency. They retired. Once a general, always a general. I know you are retired but not tired. That make the president come with you for as we don't interact and deliver from that other side, he come with you back. So we listen from Lieutenant General, although he say retired, Ibrahim Asise, for let take we through. What happened on that day, how it happened, what we need for learn from what happened as a nation, as a people. So that is why we have Lieutenant General Ibrahim Asise. You're welcome, sir. Also to talk about peace, like I initially stated, the president forget we all together as a people, as a country, put together a whole commission for to pretend with peace and national cohesion. So today we get the board chairman of that commission, Reverend, these are not to contradict this whole. Okay, Reverend Johnson. Short of K. Johnson. From the civil society lens, from a neutral lens, we also get somebody who don't interact with peace and peace communication. So we get Mrs. Rosalind McCarthy from the National Vocal Person and founding member of Mano River Women's Peace Network in Sierra Leone. You're welcome, ma'am. So we go straight to the trending issue, which is the 7-story building we collapsed and shell. And for discuss this, we now will turn to retired Lieutenant General Brian Sise from the National Disaster Management Agency.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. Good afternoon, listeners and viewers. Good afternoon to the First Estate. As the Deputy Minister introduced me, Lieutenant General retired Brian Sise, the Director General for the National Disaster Management Agency. We all are aware of what happened on that fateful Monday. But I can't ask for today, so that when I get them from me, the man will charge with the responsibility for handle them kind of issues and the way they occur. Actually, the event occurred on Monday, the 16th of September, between 11 and 12. Now in that building, they actually came down. Now it's a 7-story building. We for down by a 2-story building and damage and complete. Then if for down again, part of them damaged 2 other buildings them partially, and he also damaged a mosque partially. So now the issues there now and the building that we suffer that day. When we get the information, we straight away go into action. The agency activating response structure, and together with our partners, we start the search and rescue operation so that we will try as much as we can, let we get the victims them out. And the community let's go into action immediately, especially the young one in the community. So, as I talk to una now, the number of people that we will actually recover from that structure now 24. Of that 24, 16 actually na fatalities, they no make up. Of that 16 day, 5 of them are adults, are big people them. 4 of them na big woman them back. 2 of them na titi them where they under the age of 5. 3 of them na bobo them where they under the age of 5. Then 1 bobo they below the age of 10, and then you get 1 teenage girl. So that the one they way na fatalities from that incident they will happen. Then we get 8 people then we survive. That is, they were removed alive from the scene. 2 of them na adult females. 3 of them na adult males. 2 of them na bobo them way they under the age of 5. Then 1 teenage girl. All the survivors them from this collapsed building, we'll be able to provide immediate medical attention for them. We take all of them go na the hospital where they near the place, Porokupa Government Hospital. We carry all 5 go there and then provide immediate treatment for them. The other 3 then go to Choitam Hospital because of the nature of the injury that we then suffer. So we've been getting a lot of support where this thing happened. I want to really emphasize and praise the role where the private sector, especially engineering firms, they play on this thing. One of them found them there, na Gentle group of companies. Then the other one are the Marampa mines, then the Sahara Rutile Mining Company. In addition to the support with the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces engineers and infantry provide for this operation. Other people that will contribute to this operation. Now, I don't talk with the staff engineers and the security personnel, because when they do them kind here, they find that you provide security. If not, it can be very chaotic. I sure see the one way some people them in there where they now go in another place, they see exactly what they talk. Then we get the Sierra Leone police, where they provide security, movement, and traffic control around the area. We get the National Fire Force, where they take part in the rescue operations. They are trained for that. They get equipment where they use for help with that. Then we get the National Protected Area Authority. The Executive Director in one Mr. Kamal. If I am there with me throughout the operations, up to today, as at the top, the day with me throughout the operations day. Because you see and say, this is not team way all man for can together. SLRA, the director, the deputy director, and other staff. SLRSA, NSF Bindede. NEMS, the National Emergency Medical Services Bindede. The Office of National Security Bindede. Schumann Hospital, where they're very close to the around Shell Company. And for them provide a medical desk inside the Incident Command Center. Because then what happen, the first thing we establish an Incident Command Center. We say they appoint an incident commander, then we control the rescue operation. When anything can happen, emotions can high. Everybody, in fact, some people then they want to go inside the buildings, especially if you get relations that we trap. So you therefore provide psychosocial support for the kind people and make you create this incident command center for control people then. Control their emotions and calm them down. So Schumann Hospital, we say very big thank you to them. Because free, they established a desk, nurses and doctors were there. The Ministry of Health also did it. In fact, they move one of them, boss them, that hospital on wheels. They move and go, they've been did it permanently. The National Public Health Agencies have been did it. The Freetown City Council been did it. The Sierra Leone Red Cross been did it. The Sierra Leone Institute of Engineers been did it. The President and the Secretary General themselves been did it physically for give advice on how to go about the rescue operation. The Honorable, we're responsible for that area there. Very hard working person, when I'm a first tenant for me time. Honorable Princess Kadidarami, with all the councillors that we cover that area, they've been did it. And then we take the responsibility, you know, for provide food for 300 people every day in the book. For 300 people, rescue workers, and now security and others. The Freetown City Council also themselves they provide food. Themselves been did it. One logistics firm there around that place there, where they call JP Logistics and Heavy Lifting, Sierra Leone Limited. They found that they first scan at the site with equipment. But nobody not invites them. The Human Rights Commission did it. We had an array of members of the Fourth Estate. But I should say when I've been there that same day, they will get the young and gallant men them in that community when they come in for assist immediately. Waiting this they tell we say when it comes to issues of disaster prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery, one person not do them. One person not ever do them. One organization not ever do them. It has to be collective and properly coordinated, you know, and NDMA they provide that coordination for this activity. On Sunday, we able to recover the last informed person where they sit there in that building there, na the rubble. And I want 4-year-old bobo, where parents and she, they not see him. We be able to recover them on Sunday. So, when after we don't recover that person, NDMA, we've been assured, say, no other body or no other living human being not there under that rubble again. But the high point of the rescue operation became on the 3rd day of the operation, when I've been Wednesday. That is almost 72 hours after the incident. We were able to rescue one girl picking alive. They for find out that scene, when I see the emotion where that happened. Immediately, we take and go to the bus, then give them oxygen, try for resuscitate them. Then later, I informed the vice president. He said, "Okay, I'm going to try tram straight." So we move and go to try tram. So the operation is still ongoing. We we don't go through all the floors. Whilst we do the operation, we got the main concentration actually now for recover mortarman they are alive and the one that we die. But we also, after that, we support the community because this building, they get shops and stores, business place, they get accommodation as well. So we provide, we make sure say we able pull most of the people in their stores, and we so control them. I want to say thank you to the security sector, the police and the military. We so control them that nobody no complain say then thief in pin and that operation day. In fact, we even recover money in that place, bag of money, up to the tune of about 56,600,000 leones. We counted it on site. The other day, we keep them for safety. The other day, when the Honorable come, in the presence of the media and everybody, we hand them over to the Honorable, to the full amount we get that money day. So that happened, you know. So,
thank you very much, sir.
So, we will close this operation, hopefully, this afternoon. What we will do now, we will stabilize the area, we will knock out some columns, slabs, and beams, where we know say go be of danger to the community because there is a community living around that building, you know. So we therefore ensure their safety. So that now waiting we do now as I talk to today na day 9 and we complete them. We major challenge this year and if hotel na that day. Now not all the flood will happen no. You know they kill people there. Now collapse structures, collapse fence them. Now I don't ambog with this year. As I talk to now, we don't get 14 force before we can get this 16. But all that 30 days. Now one green person at Congo Tom, where the rainy season may start, where now slope collapse, where dirty candom, they go now in pan body, they kill her. The balance 29 all. Now either building for them, or fence for them, and people them, they kill them. So we are, let we pay attention to the environment. Let we be very selective with how we build host them. And let we make sure say we pay attention to climate change. It is rare. The Honorable Deputy Minister, they don't emphasize on that. So if I give a synopsis of what happened that day, this now what happened. No more, no less. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, retired Lieutenant General Bamasise, for the updates. This we don't opt for do. Bring people who will communicate to the facts on issues, so that the media get the opportunity for report and report accurately. Two things perhaps would may take away from all waiting we don't hear from NDMA. One, we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful about the environment. Some people, the way you get trapped inside this whole unfortunate incident, now innocently. So if you say you want to build house, check the environment. Don't go build palm body, build big fence. This newly we collapse, they say for Rompa, 2-story. In Rompa Mosque. These are all challenges which are in place in your structure. Not just see somebody go build house on site, then you have to go build banner. Somebody your own mistake can get you involved. Again, one thing we're very clear in Sierra Leone, anytime we have a problem, we they collaborate, we they cooperate. This is one thing we don't observe in Sierra Leone. Not only in problems, we they cooperate. And enough for be so. Now we collaborate for stop the problem. With cohesion, as Sierra Leoneans, as citizens, not for only show where problem dey. Every other time they will say we resilience. We will fight the war and end up. You know, Ebola come together, we fight them, we end up. COVID come, we fight them, we end up. But as you know, then we give faith to self. It's not good. Not of good character. We for cooperate, we for level self, so that we sustain the peace of the country. And that is why the president, in his wisdom, creates a whole commission for them to look after the peace of the country and how we get national cohesion. Today, we will get the board chairman for also tell me about the peace and the national cohesion of the country since the president put this commission together. The Reverend Johnson, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Thank you, Honorable Minister. And one for, on behalf of the Peace Commission, terrible thank you to the Fourth Estate, the media, for a tremendous support to the Peace Commission especially. I believe the Peace Commission of they will say this today, not to support them. Some of them individually, then collectively, as a team, the different support they will don't give whenever we call now, there are times or even on the call now. But they go ahead for promote peace in own different ways. So one for really appreciate you. We also want for begin by appreciating the different CSOs and CSOs them for their contribution to the process of peace and working partnership, the international community, some other groups and we religious institutions them, also we other partners them when our peace actors them, we don't play tremendous role for help the process. Of course, the staff the way they did and the able board way God give. The governments they come alongside support we in areas and all the cry very handicapped. And all of this put together don't make the Peace Commission, they will say this today. And so no one person at that commission, not even the commission, we know more they stop them. If we stop them, we will send them. But at these collective people them, we don't play the role make good day today. So I appreciate that, sir. And we really want to say thank you. The Peace Commission, from what we put out together, we know so all knows in a TRC recommendation from the Peace Commission bond. And when they put out together, the things and way the Peace Commission do, we don't intervene in several areas. One, before forming, get a strategic plan, or if the Peace Commission, how would they go? And a board was appointed, and the board they function very well, and staff that we put in place. We also they work assiduously for make sure the peace effort happen. And we try level best to lay out the country so that the peace don't only be a Freetown issue, so we decentralize them. And so we try to get regional offices. As I speak, we get regional offices in different regions in the country. And we get peace ambassadors them, who we get, who appoint. So then we work with the local groups them, the other peace actors them, and agent them, the interreligious communities that we did at a different side and day. And also we chiefs them with it. And as I speak to you so today, then regional bodies there they work. Everything when they happen, they do their own at the different regions and at different regional level. Just for make sure see the peace whole. Because not only for more cultivate, the culture of peace, but also for cultivate the culture of peace and national cohesion. You see, the national cohesion side of one very important, and with the travel lay emphasis on that. And taking it from that point, we don't do a lot of radio discussions. Most of them team here in our schools, we do drama in our schools, where they able for help or promote peace. We also they make a lot of advocacies to different groups then. For able to make sure say peace become a culture. It become a culture. And for when something become a culture, it can be with lifestyle first. And from lifestyle it will become a culture. So that any single day we go able to talk about the peace. And now that make we they do all the promotion there and do training with different groups and different partners them, international partners them. We do training with them. even international organizations like ECOWAS, then all we do then train there, AU, just so that we go able to make sure that the peace of this country really tanga one. But we also see during the moment of the election, you know, the Peace Commission will be do everything humanly possible, number one, work with the other team that we're responsible, make sure the election come out fine. And we do your part, assiduously, the staff, the team, for make sure that we will not get the violence that we always can get in the elections. And after the election, we all see there was a crisis, there was a stalemate for some time. Waiting, a lot of people don't know. Not only the meetings that will be the see that happen for make sure, say, the political parties then talk to each other, and so that we'll get a governance system in the country. But now the meeting, they will do one-to-one meeting. There are times every day they go late into the night. Just the travel talk for make sure, say, peace happen, make sure, say, we're able for call we all together. And we began for get a meeting at Bitumani conference hall day, where 3 days we do on that discussing, bringing the two major political parties together for make sure they talk to each other, and they're able to talk to each other. We also bring ECOWAS Naya. They don't just come their own, now we invite them for come, and they come and work with we, the AU be there, because we invite them, so they come, more than come. Because you always know, say, if you burn a whole state on fire, there are times you can call their neighbor, they can help you. And so we can call a neighbor, them, Commonwealth, we also become. So now we all go put it together and see how we go able to make this peace here. You know, we're able to make sure this peace here to maintain that time one at the country. And with that, after 3 days, we began to sign that unity peace agreement. Will be signed for make sure say they work together. And now that we make, we see the APC begin to go back to parliament and then begin to work together. Of course, after that, part of that agreement in the tripartite, when Naina be the main thing we talk about. But we get 8 major points there. However, the tripartite will be one, and then become the focal point of everything. So my mind say go, they go talk about tripartite. And at the end of the day, we also want for thank you, because with after all the deliberations and they disagree to agree, we're a part of peace and ongoing discussion. You see that they also began to come up with all them 80 things that will be need for go in between and look at them. At the end of the day, they began to agree on most of them. The one they don't agree on is still be on document, and they come out with a document to the effect. Well, right now, as I talk to you, now the implementation of the thing that will be agreed on. 9, we don't begin to work with the one they're responsible for make sure say everything they agree on that it work out fine. And we will make sure that everything where they agree on work out fine for the whole country. We also be talk to the other, get meetings with other political party then. We not be able for them financial party. We talk to them. And then say go present their own, waiting and think we're going to bring permanent peace in the country. Of course, we involve all the chiefs them and other agencies them, the youths them. So as a commission, what would they look? Would they look at the holistic approach to peace? So not they only look at something one-sided, we look at the holistic approach. Work with women's groups them, work with youths them. Very recently, we tried to talk to some of the youths them, some of their entire base them, talk to some of the young men the way they and get their opinion about waiting to bring peace. The Okada people them, these are all people to work with so that the peace will be able to happen. And so when they celebrate this International Peace Day, we decide to say, okay, this will be one way we will profile, even though it's an International Peace Day, but now we also profile peace and able to talk about the peace in our own country. And because of that, a lot of activities that happen, even offline, but activities them by we coordinators them, what they do, then also we get a match just as a way to promote peace. And all of this happen with all the other partners they had on this. They were very supportive for make sure so we're able to cross that region. And then yesterday we began this conference at Bitumani where we put together again, and we get diplomats and other people that will go talk day, CSOs and go talk day, just so that we all will come out with the profile. Because the more awareness we create about peace, the better it will become. Because we always want to know, say peace not to a destination. But say, okay, we'll not reach there. No. Now it's an ongoing journey. And this is a journey that will go from generation to generation. Because issues must come up, we're going to make them get where they go disagree. So not only like a final destination we'll go reach, but we want to make sure they become a culture. And for me to become a culture, we don't have to talk about that. So one way we want for make this peace more really for maintaining the country. You see, we want to make the media, then go able to promote peace using the young media, the young platform. We want the police, the army, the forces them. For even promoter within the young, what we call the young influence. Because all the group here now influencers them. Then get the one that when they influence. Now, people that the way the media they go listen to, they're not going to listen to me. But they're going to influence them. So if they use peace, it will help. They schools them with a big, they talk to the teams and then they put them, and they school them, the curricula them within at the schools, and so that they go in for the entrenched day. The religious people that talk inside church over and again mocks them, over and again, and all other religious groups them. The paramount chiefs them promote them, and then different districts them, and then meeting them, promote this. The judiciary, even for make sure that the right thing they happen, when they say promote them within that sphere. You see the politicians them, they even promote them within, they don't influence them when they get. And we say we belong to families them, promote them. Now we own families that every day talk about them. I feel say as we constantly talk about this, what thing will happen is that we go become, you see, anything who they talk frequently, who they manifest frequently, now who they become. Anything they talk. And one of the things is that for Salon, this is a wonderful country. We don't get opportunity for train people around the world. I want to tell you, you see, when they look at the talent other people they get, and I know the waiting capacity Salon get, I can imagine we get capacity past Boku country them. Where some of we don't go, where they go together, we get capacity past them. But one of the things that we don't draw back, we own weakness is that we get too more negative talk about country. We hardly talk things that we're positive. And the more we talk negative things, that's what we'll become. If we begin to talk about positive things, then believe me, that will become. Because we get what it takes. I want to say this one here. As a trainer, when they travel around the world, we don't go more than 50 countries, that they tell them. The capacity when they inside this country. Yes, the country, they hear the name they be. But I tell you, we have it. We get more than that. So it's important that if we get peace, and we're able to promote capacity them, believe me, you get Sierra Leoneans and for going to so many parts in the world and excel. Not only for good, but for excel. So we really want to come and talk to you. That the Peace Commission very open. We want to work with so many other bodies then for make sure say every strata of the society, every area of the society talk about peace, and every village, every town, everyone promote peace. We stand for peace because we all know say peace they start with we. Peace they start within. Peace they start with a smile. And peace they start from a place of forgiveness. You got to forgive other person so that you not going to get peace. And it's very clear for we all know say, if we don't get peace, no sustainable development will happen. No sustainable development. Not that people are not going to do something, but not be sustainable. Peace is important. Becoming a man, we always left for talk with illustration, in Africa. So I always left for bring some illustrations there. You know, I said this one yesterday, I want to say this one today. I want to talk one about say, you know, this big elephant will get at the room, whether the elephant when they make we all they scatter together. Now we all get for come together and fed that elephant together. And at this I want for end with for say this one. As Peace Commission will open. But make I end with this illustration because you will understand in Africa, you will understand this better. You know, one community today, then we get this elephant where they eat all their crops. Then do every trap, they set trap for this elephant enable. So finally one local hunter, now he even know about elephants. He knows if elephant they pass through this road. It no matter how many years, and the same road that they come with back. They still get access. So what he do? He dig hole. He put dry stick that day. Now he put it. So you not say when the elephant and can they work around the elephant part of that road. Now he must this man don't make the elephant go inside. And we all know the elephant with the name cap, they will come inside the hole. So the hunter can see the elephant. Now you go to the village, you go tell the people there. He said that elephant will be the eat crop them. We don't even do a good agriculture now. Finally we don't one. A day inside the trap. Now the chief said and put all the instruments there. Would I get kele pula? Would I get drum pula? Would I get shekwe the buganka? And they all begin for dance and they sing. And the song that they sing, they say, we don't kill we elephant. We don't kill we elephant. We don't kill we elephant. But this hunter where they did, when I said the trap, he left there, he want to sing, I don't kill me elephant. I don't kill me elephant. That's what they sing. Now the chief don't say, if I don't say this man your song, it's different from the own. Now I tell the people they say, no, no, stop. This man I don't kill elephant. Make you go take the elephant, more go back to the top. So all the people they want to talk. This local hunter guy, watch the elephant, he watch him. If I don't say this is too big, and everyone. Now he go, as he reach at the top, now he begin sing. We don't kill we elephant. We don't kill we elephant. So what happened? The whole community join them and then go take that elephant and they go and kind of talk. And one more, you know, when you come for this beast and big elephants. One person know for doing. The media now all for sing that song. The political parties them, the CSOs them, the politicians, everyone
the women's group, the youth group, the children's group, now we all for saying, we get this elephant, we all for fight for kill the elephant.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Reverend Johnson. I like the illustration. It tells us that we all, collective efforts, I will bring peace and sorrow. And we all with responsibility. Why make me want pivot the media? It is because now we are the people and voice. Now we will take message to the people. Waiting when they tell it, repeat tell it, and they will become. The story we will sell to the people, and will inform the behavior. So the media is very pivotal. The media believe in one thing, that the pen is mightier than the sword. I don't know if they understand what it means. In 1839, a playwright and a novelist, and the first thing he read or pronounced that thing, that the pen is mightier than the sword. Edward Layton. In one of his cardinal shows, when they play the role of a chief minister, then he was attacked by enemies. What he tell them is that we can engage, we can negotiate rather than fighting. So he believes that engagement will bring a better peace, a better way out than we fight. So he don't choose for fight in enemies. He call them to the table. So let us negotiate this thing. Because if we fight, nobody is going to win. Nobody not going to win. But we can negotiate a way out. So the media gets huge role for change the narrative of Sierra Leone when it comes to peace. That is why you see now we can call for that we give the message for the people. Now we rely on us that conduit, the passage through which government they reach the people, the message they reach the people. So are very key if the cohesion when the president they crave for, the unity what we need for development, the media is very key. So I join Reverend for telling and say everybody collectively now will make peace in Sierra Leone. Peace, not one thing they call peace. Waiting at peace to you, not going to be peace to me. So collectively, now we therefore define waiting will be peaceful for Sierra Leone. And we all work together for make sure say this country is peaceful. No country not better than you, they, than Sierra Leone. Anytime you come out of Sierra Leone, now you will know say you're a stranger, you're a foreigner, then your freedom is limited. Even when you cross over Nigeria, you see the difference between you and the rest. Guinea says they show you say you're a stranger. So now yeah, you're a citizen. So the peace I am for me, all of we with responsibility. Mrs. Rosemary McCarthy, you're not just a member of the Mano River Women's Peace Network. You're a founding member and a focal person like our organization when they talk about peace. So cultivating the culture of peace in our country, you don't interact with peace. What do you meant for tell us? How do we cultivate that culture of peace and sorrow?
Thank you, Honorable Minister and other members of the high table. Thank you, members of the press. Thank you for inviting me to share my thoughts on this very important issue of peace. In Sierra Leone, we peace journey very commendable. And we don't really do a lot of things that other nations that we still in fact they don't understand how we got there or why they should stop fighting. And in all of this, the press has been very instrumental because they share the information because they say information is ammunition. So one of the ways we will get for develop this culture of peace is how we translate this information into is ammunition, whether positively or negatively. And me, I trust the president will do the positive way. We in Amano River Women Peace Network, we now 24th year this in existence. So next year will be 25 years. We were established in Abuja, Federal Republic of Nigeria in May 2000. And the reason was that the women's groups in the various MRU countries, then Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, they may not fight for peace for long, but they not be succeed as individual countries. So we get the AU and other international bodies. We say, well, let us bring them all together. There were 10 of us from Sierra Leone, 10 from Guinea, and 10 from Liberia. We converged in Abuja, and the most important thing was that we mounted a robust advocacy and lobbying campaign at the highest level, that is amongst the heads of state then, Pakaba, Liz Pakaba, they all knowledge it. One still, Charles Taylor, and late Lansana Conte. We go talk to them. Say, we are attending, but could they not be the top? Borders were closed. That will say, no, this is not right. Because we the woman there, when they TRB now, we suffer a lot, we in the beginning. So now therefore stop for it. And we try, we go to different summits, and we able to forget them or come to the drawing board. We in fact ended up in the Rabat conference as a preliminary measure. So since then, we have been working in the communities, through our peace ambassadors, when they did at the community, we don't train them on conflict prevention, management and resolution, mediation. Even we train them about the different gender laws where they at the country. Even train them about elections violence and how they will talk to communities, they make them stop that. So they are there in 11 districts. And for this, we thank UN Women, and then we keep funders them for make this project here so move forward. And we thank them. Equally so, I thank the government for where it don't do a lot for make this peace process go forward. I can remember the days of the TRC. They had a special recommendations on women. And you know that during the TRC, during the wars, there was a lot of atrocities, specifically against women. They were raped. There was a lot of looting. Yesterday, in fact, when we did at this meeting, that's one woman with an amputee, we can talk, And the TRC recommendation, we say then that all of these atrocities now mainly because against women are mainly because of this patriarchy. How they see women, they say they are subordinates, so they are powerless, they will just treat them how they want. So now I make one of the key recommendations was that therefore revisit the laws of the country and see how they will make laws way more humane, way more gender sensitive. And that was how we got the 3 gender justice laws. The domestic violence law, the demolition of estates, the divorce, customary law, and marriage and divorce, where can be passed by certificate of urgency. So since then, we don't get other laws, then we very instrumental for women, especially the sexual violence law. The last one I would don't get so far. Now this prohibition of under 18 marriage, all of them they speak for peace for the women, for make the woman they will gather security, sense of belonging to the community, to the society, to the nation. It also brings to the fore the issue of inclusivity, or include women, are all things where they happen in the country, especially with regard to peace. There's a lot of talk now about, say, for include women, for any peace negotiation where they go on. If I were me, then I also are glad because it's like say, the message is being received well, and with all what the government don't do through the GE Act, who now get many people there in parliament, and so on, we really commend the government. And we say, I know who said them for put on this. And one thing we get for know, as has been emphasized, that peace is a continuous process. So we therefore promote the issue of joining, respect for democracy, respect for each other, as somebody said just now, forgiveness. We therefore make sure say the human security issues are taken on board. And talking about the human security issues, I want to bring on board the women, peace and security agenda, where they deal with prevention of violence against women, protection of violence against women, participation of women in all spheres of life, especially in politics, where in fact resonates with the GE Act, and even the National Land Commission Act, the Customary Lands Act, where they now give women that confidence, all of those are peace issues, they are human security issues. So now we're glad. But now we know say this Sierra Leone National Action Plan on the implementation of the UN Security Council Resolution 1325 and 1820, where we now don't domesticate, we don't get 2 generations. The 3rd generation will soon be launched. It deal with all of them things and how we will localize them or make the last woman at the point over yonder go know. And also for make man themselves go join in. If we don't get male awareness strategy, male involvement strategy in this country, for make them join in, for make violence go end. Because the violence, all way them laws here on day, is still high. Recently all the things that really happen. I've been listening to radio, they talk about one district now, the north, I don't call the name, how domestic violence don't high. So it really threaten with your safety and security as women. Then they jog phone, then they jog bag, you sit on a taxi, all those are unpeaceful behavior. So we all therefore join and for make them to not happen. Let them stop. And then to come into this disaster, I just want to pinpoint 2 things. This prevention aspect. This prevention may always, it can exercise me mind say housing. Housing is a problem in this country where many people then maybe they know, but they're not they talk about that. This housing, the quality of housing. Some literature say, oh, we almost then they're not able to international standards. So we therefore begin to rethink the visit because Freetown is so highly populated. And so many people are here, they all want to be here. How are we going to make housing better for people? So that they will even they pick whose side and they go belows, or whose side and they go rent. Because I already said 1 or 2 people that mean just go rent, and that will say within a few months, they pay the higher money, then they don't let inside. So we're going to look into that. But also, I look at the relief and recovery pillar of the UN Security Council of the Sierra Leone National Action Plan on UNSCR. So all of this, I want also to ask for all of them here how much involvement women they inside for make themselves add them voice to what's in the happen. But now they going thing now. So if you involve people then, or make them go really woman, they let them go add them involved. Because women have soft skills. They're not they learn and plenty in a book but peaceful. But they get different way they do. They're possible they are caregivers in the home. So they don't use for make them small mediation, even at the home level. So they gather communication skills, you know. So to round up, I want to say that we need, among other things, to go down to the family level. That's what I said yesterday, that we need far more family interventions, quality parenting for peace. We need to be united. We need to come together. You know the proverb about the man who been the die, we call him picking them together with their sticks. He said, look, this one stick, burn them. Quick, then don't burn them. Then he bought a bundle of sticks and said, now see what you can do with it. They're not able for burn them. So it's very important for me we do together, for me to get national cohesion. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the Peace Commission for involving us as partners. We really value this partnership. And we are going to see that we work together. As you can see, we don't collaborate with UNA. UNA self kind of own program will be get on the International Peace Day. So for me to all join us. And then we will also don't get on July 31st. We get an African Women Peace Day, where one of our Women Peace Network will be observed for the first time. We will observe in a city hall. And also we are part of the press because we get FM 88.4 and Balamuya, when we on Peace Radio, where UN and other bodies that may help us set up. The Paris recently said, some of them are going to say we manager die, late Bilal, been die, but we said be part of the press. So I thank you very much for inviting me. This is a manifestation, say, we are not the left woman behind, but we all must come together, work together, respect for each other, tolerate each other, settle our differences together, and the conflicts must stay, but the conflicts then we are able to settle them peacefully. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A heart for stop somebody. We emotionally talk. All the time, Mrs. Rosemary McCarthy, then a peace, then they talk about. So when they talk from the heart about peace, how Salon will be peaceful, one thing very clear is that will domesticate peace. Before then at the homes. The homes will forgrow peace. Because if you're not at the homes, they know what kind of street. So now collective responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't talk. The experts, they don't talk. This are the time for let the media talk. Five at a go. Woman first. One. The celebrity. 2, 3. 4. Any other woman? Okay, 5. 1.
My name is Fatma Samuel Bangura from New Age newspaper. The question will go directly to John. You don't talk a lot about peace and security and how we forget about them. But we see we are in yesterday in court because the report for court. I see we are one military officer they go for try away kill one civilian and several cases in the arise concerning peace issue. And recently, we see where Chief Minister free 47 prisoners in Abuja district. We don't see say that they are threats to the security, the PCO sector.
Well, no, wait. You take all the 5 questions.
Mohammed Kamara, the Vulture Sankara newspaper, Reverend.
Yes, sir.
Reverend Johnson.
Yes.
I made a research which talks saying, but all I've been thinking before, there is no need to even establish a peace and national cohesion. Listen. 85% of all the 95% of all the colleagues in there, none of them motorcar, you don't get motorbike, you don't get bicycle. 68% of ordinary people in the upper class, we don't go state house, we don't go parliaments, we don't the councillors them and all that, and run executive officers them. This they call a trick that the place with lower class. Then there is a class struggle in a saloon where everybody wants, even though rich state or the law to reverse them in a rich state. You don't believe firstly, we're not going to continue to talk peace, but there will be no peace except we use the constitution for dealing with anybody who is lawless. Thank you.
3. Who's the third person?
Yes, Hassan Bashir Kurma, Concord Times newspaper. The question they go to the National Disaster Management Agency. We don't see, before this 7-story building they collapse, other buildings that they collapse. And waiting will be done they do an agency. Because it's not only about when it didn't happen, we go there. But what are the measures we have done put in place for ensuring yes, this kind of thing no continue for the happen?
The fourth question. This is number 4.
Alfred Peter Conte, New Vision newspaper. Yes, sir. Mr. Sise for NDM, sir. I want to know what are the cause for Leona go respond late after we that 7-story building for them. According to what you say just now, when I respond just after 78 hours. Okay, 72 hours, sorry. Okay, that's okay.
The fifth question. Number 5. It's okay. Please.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
My name is Saidu Dumbuya. I write for exclusive newspaper. Mr. Sisi, so we understand, say, one businessman they offload almost 1 whole container of oil at the building where at least contributes for the collapse of the building. We want to know how true is it. Thank you.
Okay, I think that is the last question, eh? And the last question, Andy. Eh? No, 5. Yeah. So, Reverend, we start with Reverend. Where the mic?
We sister we asked the question. Number 1, I don't know the details of that question. I don't know the detail what happened. I don't want to comment exactly, especially the way we say it's in a court. Because maybe I would need more information for make able for address somewhere. And also the release of the prisoners them, when we say from Chief Minister they're concerned. I once give this quick one to that question. The release, I want to know say during that time they do the negotiations there, especially that one is they come up the unity agreement. One of the things then where the political parties that they come up with, actually the APC, that there are people with a whole will be need for most probably the release. There was a lot of negotiation we did do around that one. And we don't know whether there are people in the release or not. I'm not going to give full detail on that. But requests to not come or go to the government through we about people that will say the day they pandemic road where they don't take to court yet. So in terms of the release, I'm not going to know, but I'm very sure they're not just release you no more because they want to release them. Something will tangible, will concrete, will not happen. We're going to lead to the release. So I will never go back and get proper information for answer you well. The second part of the question, where we abled and experienced per acts. Now, not true. First of all, sir, apart from when peace reign, justice get for reign. Justice critical for peace for me happen. And I want you know that the Peace Commission also to work with people them, not the judiciary, for make sure say justice reign, so that peace go able to reign. Because we can't be talking about peace without justice. Then 2 things are very critical. But we not arrive there yet, but we did the process. And I wonder we know say million mile journey started the first step. Gradually, as we continue for business drum here, we will get for arrive there. We'll see justice, we will bring peace. Thank you.
Please, with respect to the presidents where the chief minister is, this speaks to President Bio in justice sector reform. There are people behind bars, like in Puja, a structure with around like 50 people. Now they carry over 500 people. And some of them people there are minor crimes like a no get driver's license, loitering. They don't find out 200,000. They don't get the 200,000 for pay. So a young man, perhaps 20 years, is serving 6 months or 1 year prison terms because you know the 200,000. These are the people where the chief minister pay for. They don't just go open the prison, say we're not coming out. You look at the fines and the crimes where they commit. These are crimes where we all don't commit. How many times we don't drive like vehicles with expired license? But because of status, nobody will ask you. That boss in a village. So then police just stop her. That moment you know their license. Now it is a prison sentence for 300,000 where they find out. You know get at that moment. So we are looking at how for even decongest their remand homes. Put people in there with just minor crimes. So they got to look at the crime and the fine. People in there where they will sentence them with fine. They pay the fine, but they serve the sentence. When you don't, the money you don't already pay, but you don't go obstruct justice. And for just see how we all get access to justice.
I just want to make a comment to that. We meet almost every year. We get people that will look for all we get low fines. Don't do it several times. And we can just go pay the fine. Because really, one young man, about 21 years, if I pay 1 million so 100, you don't get nothing at that real man. As remember, say we'll go pay for the prayer. The mommy will be fall from village for can't give me for what you do now only picking. So we get a lot of them now. We find them very small. We but they don't get money for better comments. Until we don't do over just for making comment on that.
Thank you. General.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody asked, say, what NDMA will do, or what you will do, so that then TN will happen. We are doing a lot. You know, there is a common understanding, or a common truth, or a common fact where the state say $1 where you spend risk reduction or mitigation, it is save you $15 where you will save per response. Because response very, very expensive. Extremely expensive. If I tell you this 9 days operation where they do so on that search and rescue, if I tell you how much money we don't spend under, you go fix it, we don't spend now. We're feeding 300 people per day. Where they work day, you do breakfast, you do lunch. That's it now. When the African way they do our corner, they get it now. Yeah, exactly. We adjust. We don't identify a lot of buildings in this Freetown where we don't write reports on. We don't forward to the appropriate MDA, ministry, department, or agency. We're responsible for take action. We have series of those reports. I can invite you for Kanami office. Let you see the reports then day. So that shows you we're conscious of the entire. One particular building where I can draw a reference to now. Now one building we see in Priscilla Street or so. I saw when I see on the media. It be so bad off. In fact, when we go there, we tell the people then say we go pack up the come out. So that the building is even empty as we talk. Now we draw attention to Kuma Dam. Before the danger happen. When I also see the dam break in Libya, it was over 10 people and go inside sea. 10 children don't know side and day. We see the dam break in Maiduguri, Nigeria, where water overflow, dam burst. Over 1 million people are displaced. People then die, cattle die, farmlands are gone. We don't draw a lot of attention. We do a lot of vulnerability assessment on critical national infrastructures in this country. Even Kisi, that Kisi oil field terminal, we don't draw attention there. There was a time you get people the way they live just outside of that fence. You know the danger we attached to that? We know everybody get the depot where explosion happened there. Passport can't help them for the take fuel from here they can go. You know how many people in Diana? So we draw attention. There is this university building where they call you MTech. Now we draw attention there. Somebody post on our social media, we go there, we go do assessments. We write reports. And when we write to reports, we let the left hand to we take out to the highest ordinary. In fact, we copy the chief minister. All of our reports and the NS code, the National Security Coordinator of the Office of National Security. Because now in they control people like the police, the Minister of Lands, the Minister of Works, because then they attend their meeting, and not only the control, but then they attend the NSCG meeting, the second highest security body meeting. So then we will give instructions, let them take the appropriate action. So we are doing so much. To be very honest, we draw attention. The response late. My brother, I not say 72 hours now go there. I say we go there immediately. But we rescue somebody alive inside 72-hour period where the person don't dey under that ground for nearly 3 days. We rescue I think you know really well. Yeah, and that I make I mention the 72 hours. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Somebody offload oil. In fact, you say one container. Now they say 2 containers of engine oil. I should say an engine oil and their oil. You know, say oil heavy pass water. That must have contributed. But me not to the experts now for tell you say now that make the building collapse. An investigation will be set up. All until they go come out. Then we go know. Because the building crumbled actually from the top. Mr. Minister, not to foresee the building, I don't for so. Now up 9 for don't go down. So you might have a point there, but I'm not me not to the expert for tell until an investigation, a proper investigation is done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't ask for question. You see, women ask for 30%. Question time, no one really puts here no. No woman. No, I find a man. Okay, let's see, let's see now. One. Wait a minute. 2. 3. 4 standing. What expo? Yeah. Okay, 5. Branko, they know they give one together.
It was also for now political newspaper. Yeah, my question similar to Peter Conte's question. It's response to delay in responding to disaster. I'll be there on site when the disaster happened. Well, the NDMA boss they respond adequately, yeah. But for me, on personal observation, that's very day. Equipment can come. like the crane, but it took an hour, even more than an hour, before that crane did start operation. Now, only the early intervention of the community people be able to rescue or pull some people were already dead. So my question is it that NDMA not get the capacity for respond to disaster whenever disaster happens, or then they wait for partners for come with their equipment before they start operation, whereby then so many lives or damage go be done?
Thank you. Two.
Mariam Abundu, the report for News Times Daily. My question is that their houses then the incidents they affect and the mosques, the people where they around their vicinity then they when I don't tell them for me they left them place then they because it's not safe anymore for them, or they still live there till this date. Now that I want for know. And I want for know again waiting when they use for detect a life na a particular place, because like when this ocean collapse, so they will put that in there for dig for pull things in. I believe say if something the way they identify say yes, yeah, life day and yeah the life no day, they go able for rescue people the way they alive first before they go for others the way already don't lost their life. I believe say if we are able for put that in place, it will be very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Edward Ture, Galaxy Radio. Mr. Sise, just want to know, because many of the perspection where all they go on will cause this, collapse of that building as a result of, substandard materials of building, among other things, will not be mentioned. We would expect, and I believe say many of you will write for sure says indeed that not the cause. Not until now again from the question we one of our colleagues asked, we try to clarify maybe also another one will result to the collapse of that building. One other building near there, is it that now another I saw for me when I go able for prevent from this occurrence, like you just mentioned, other areas then way for prevent this occurrence. Then, Madam Esma, you cited several bills then we get for the human rights, but one area in the north still not they accept the position of a woman being a paramount chief, unlike the southeast. How much of advocacy we don't do for ensure say women participate in terms of politics? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The front person is also.
Ibrahim Salah Sisi, Voice of Salon. Mr. Sisi, obviously, and according to our press release we issue out yesterday, you see 167 buildings that we collapse, and 27 we critical structures we school, hospital, and other side for worship. And also, we see additionally 7,327 acres of farmland we also don't get issue. And then the National Disaster Management Agency, before then things they happen, on a not get early warning signs, now then communities there we go show say then disaster they about for happen, taking you back and then the Guma Valley way they make an insight. Now we don't get a high risk now the dams them now this country and we houses them to oversee the dams them they. What think will be the feature for this country for the water business we citizens get for the drink? Reverend, taking it back. Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Suleiman Chalo. I write for Expo Times newspaper and magazine. To the Reverend from Peace Commission, you talk say, first of all, thank you so much for recognizing the work of the media. At least we appreciate una so much for recognizing we. My question is that you talk say una mediate the peace dialogue last year, of which all of we can testify. As a mediator, you also talk say from the tripartite report, there are other reports we get divergence views. As a mediators, una be advised the political party then on then disagreement in the, if yes, why una allow their reporting is still in their recommendation is still in the tripartite committee, tripartite recommendation, and what it mean going forward for halt the political instability, because 2028 not far from we. If we still get this agreement recommendation in the tripartite committee, you don't think say it for hinder the implementation process? To Mr. Cisse from NDMA, the collapse of buildings within Freetown is on the rampant, especially during the rainy season. NDMA, City Council, Lands Ministry, and the Environmental Protection Agency, pardon people here, would have carry the blame, because even Standard Bureau de Toxi, they not get the blame, of which many people don't see the contributions of these falling buildings na Freetown as a result of substandard materials who they get in the country. Thank you.
I think that's the last question. Yeah.
Italic, let me get it load.
I need to focus.
Yeah. Ibrahim Fofana. Brian sorry Fofana. Oh, Ibrahim Sarasise. Oh, the one who asked the question. Delay in response to disasters. Yes. You ask if actually the delay that because we not get the equipment or pass we wait for the people and come. Well, the National Disaster Management Agency, an agency we established by an act of parliament in 2020, June 2020. The president launched on the 19th of November 2020. From that 10 days to now 3 years, almost 10 months, just above 3 years, 10 months more. The National Disaster Management Agency gets everything we take, to be honest with you, for do search and rescue. But I tell you something, Ibrahim, no country not in the world with sufficient for handle certain disasters where you go. Even the great America, even the great UK, we be the Tambo force. Pass and send for support for coming. In fact, the honorable minister said, and when we serve the reinforce, that we really get for commend we serve as Sierra Leoneans. When something like this happen, we all can be. I tell you about one logistics company we've been there nearby. Then come, we not call them. The engineers came in, the mining companies came in. Because indeed, NDMA no gets all the equipment. But I remember when His Excellency launched the engineering equipment, the equipment the way the army gets, the army engineers. He said it in his statement 3 times that the army engineers were ready for support the National Disaster Management Agency for respond to disasters. He said it. It's difficult to make an all lie, to be honest. For let get all that equipment, so that when disaster happen, you go there. In the first place, disaster is an unfortunate incident, an unforeseen incident, where you know they plan for. So you don't even know what kind of disaster they happen. So to be ideal, to be honest, if you prepare for that kind of thing, it's difficult small. But when it happens, you forget that ability for coordinate resources for good and do am. The reason why make the operation not start quick, Ibrahim, I believe so you go on that side. It was difficult to even get a foothold. Now that place inside the building collapse. Follow the machine and can't don't self. Pass and get that dirty, then get that stone, then pound and then tin up and tap and then begin go down small. It was a difficult place to build. Now when they say, where is the build? What you say the build? And road not in at the side. Now only the front. And it deep. Believe me, when I don't go to that place. Even when somebody they make reference to the other building within here, Lance said, don't mark and red. For sure, see that building there, you know get for the under. If for commodity. So let me be honest. You just expect machine for those who go inside and that. You know the think of the machine in your safety or the rider in your safety. It is not possible. It was difficult. Now make me take 9 days. Pass something that today will go fold up. Even before on Friday, I get for come meet VP, the vice president, for tell and say 3 structures and then at the side of the building. For love we able to go down that building, love we do all the way till we don't do so. But we knock them 3 buildings and in fact in the first place the building they're not stable anymore. Because this building way further, it don't affect them. But you know, I can seek permission from the vice president. Say, please, under the situation this way, then building no way for knocker. Because when I mean from just go begin up people and building. When they go ask me, the vice president said, I'm just saying you for good one. So I had to come, you know, we military people are disciplined. Who sabi how for acts. I'm not going to get trouble so easily. So we go ask permission. The pastor will not engage the community. We engage them. And the people that say will get them property, they know say that property not get for tinap against them. Now they will begin pass now small thing will go down. So it was difficult. Yes, indeed, we don't have the wherewithal. We'll not get all the equipment, we'll get some, but we'll not get all. Now make a disaster happen if we able to bring resources together. Marampa mines and with 300-ton crane. They travel whole net to town. And money they don't reach. Sarah Rutai, they send experts on safety. The one that we don't deal with NTSO. I'm engineers and count the equipment, gentle count the equipment. And you know what? These guys did all of this free of charge. They not ask somebody for a dime. If we are going to pay for all of those machines for these 9 days, now money, to be honest. But we get the plans for letting the MSF get your equipment where we go train on so that the response time will be improved. But that particular disaster will happen to God in this day, that place been bad for Bill. Then somebody asks, but the people that will live in the vicinity, you know, what will they do but them? It is not an easy decision for just move people. You the do you the face them out. You get for tell them you want them. Then you get for create suicide and get for go to some extent. So now a whole process. Indeed, some of them area and in a dangerous area they for live. So with time, I believe say they self will not say they're not supposed for dinner that place there. That place they say I'm in dirty box. That place when I water side and the people they go broke all day and broke then come back now they host them. How come self we host school? How would I give permission self for let them build in the place? He said we get equipment for detect life. Where some of them now we go in the latter part of the operation. When I find out so we can go some sniffer dog them. For go, then if I want to sniff a dog, now I identify some parts of somebody we being die. You know, fine for talk some of them here openly, you know, but you go detect them. But indeed, in advanced countries, they get something you go detect life, if life day. So what we do, the experts will come on routine, early in the morning, by 5 o'clock, we put all machines off. Then we begin listening. Then they begin make some sound. So if somebody deal with the other day, they will react. For long and know, say life still day. But indeed, equipment's and day. But we'll not get some of them yet, really. Yeah. Somebody talk about substandard materials, if not to cause the collapse. Before they can talk about the oil, you know. And you talk about that building within the Arab. That building within the Arab, don't answer you, they don't mark the rent. Because the Ministry of Lands, SLRA, then get for going to operation. After this, we don't happen. Because the building within the Arab, it equally just stand like the one way for them. When you don't that place, you watch, or you don't up, you watch. Believe me, if they pay me for sleep in the house, and then sleep. True. Action should be taken on that. Somebody talk about, say we release some reports. What will they talk about? 163 buildings. And then they different from building collapse. Then a flood report to give us so. You don't mix up the two things them on. A flood reports that one day. Flooding don't happen at 10 districts then at this country right now as I talk to you. Right now, farmlands, houses, now they report them and they see so. And not of us say this rain all as alloy for them. So now Guinea for them. Guinea get more rain than we. But these rivers are connected. Because then they find their way to the sea. So what happened, even my own village was come out. Me chip them and some villages. Them Belea Musaya. But who farm they underwater right now? 10 districts. If you want, if the minister say I get time, I could name them all for you right now. 10 districts from across the country. It did at the south, it did at the north, it did at the west. Everywhere. Water can't this year so much, but all the rain not here for them. So now that report that you see, yeah. You see the collapse of buildings that don't increase within Freetown. Yeah, not true, but then they are state. So you see what are responsibility? NDMO, City Council, Lands, Standards Bureau, these are. We go meet. Investigations will be done. Well, maybe some question and evidence, all of the above. All man gets one small role inside it.
Thank you very much.
But we know the land. We know to part of the permits for single bill. We know the but people don't get responsibility for them. But all meet the general public will know. Would that take the greatest responsibility? Yeah? All of the above.
Right.
I'll try just wrap up.
Yeah, we brought an ask, say some of the things that we already be done, we didn't come back on the trapper time. And it's not to think that we done there before, which we don't do about them. Most of them see we then they part that discussion, then point and all thing. They don't do before, they don't talk about that over again. But yes, still not be able for them act on and they overact. But I believe this time now, it incumbent on the groups and the parties them all involved for take some decisive actions them, and we say because you already written now. Most of the agreement in a verbal discussion, but this is written, and I believe because it's documented, and we already get people then wait for make sure say this thing them implement them. This is not the time we're going for implementing it very well. It's an old discussion, so on an old point on day for years. But now I think so we do everything possible and talk with the parties involved so that Dentia will be settled once and for all. So we'll avoid waiting to reach 2028 so that we'll not get a repeat of the situation there.
one thing sure, as long as you do it human being very dynamic. And we will do all of them in there. You still get people that will step out of order. But the fact here is that already there will be documents, there will be things we will prove say, we will not agree on this and we'll hold ourselves accountable. So that's where we are moving forward to. Thank you very much. Yes.
The last one, human rights advocacy for Paramachi's election.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Can you hear me? You can? Thank you. This is a very critical question you ask. But I want to go back to the mandate because these are evidence of the influence of culture, patriarchy, and what we will call toxic masculinity. When the mandate feels say, now they're no more for the power. Then secondly, I want to draw our attention also to Article 27(4)(d) and E and the Constitution. We talk about the relationship between culture and where certain cultural things then come on board, then the culture will take precedence. And now that one day we don't try for advocates for make them expunge from the Constitution. But also when the constitutional review they come, we don't make that clear from women's manifesto, women's position on the constitutional review. Say them we go even forget them out so that we'll get a level playing field for this business of culture being sort of on equal lines with the gender equality and human rights measures. And no say more no member, but there was a time when one woman we come up corner and from the chieftaincy line with a lobby and advocate, the plane take the woman with some of we go corner because he talk say he get rights and people they all be no say he get right to chieftaincy. The people then turn the plane back with the woman, say they no mix and that woman not forbid. So we really don't the advocates with the lobby with the hope say with time, small, we will get there because now you find out that in some areas that you get women they win section chiefs and they get positions them and the local governments, local jurisdiction. So now small, but we'll get there. But I don't foresee that really women them generally they're not they get justice and the local system. We do an assessment where the people that the woman and they complain say they're not they give them fair judgment and they want more women therefore be involved in the local sector so that the woman they will get fair play. So that will make a small because like they of them thing they will discuss for woman they don't get will not be getting. But we look up to the constitutional review committee review and so that they will take this on board so that we will get the woman there. But basically we want the man there for change their attitude from this whether they think to say that they're no more before they before. If woman gets the opportunity and he gets the legitimacy for big chief, he come up for chief the family, we will allow. But for now, now the situation that not to say we don't try. We don't try. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity for telling you all thank you for the audience. Without you, we will be stage. We will do so. One obligation we'll get, we listen, we ask questions, and we take the correct information to the people. That is the obligation we have. We bring una come for them to interface with the facts. As a citizen, a responsible citizen, like you right now for go deliver this message. I also want to inform una say on the 26th Thursday, we get a town hall from the Ministry of Education, Higher Education. Selected journalists will be invited by the ministry. All about education will be discussed. So it is not about the Ministry of Information. higher education and the hostel. We go just come, now waiting and invite, now we do. Yeah? When it is about the Minister of Information, we make it open. But now somebody in program with the host. When I invite, now I invite. Today, I ask, now those are when I invite you, don't go. Yeah? So, if you go grow something, I say pay for another problem. Today, I ask the most responsive online platform for this press conference. And they said that the Unity online platform. So I get 300,000 for Unity. Thank you very much, everybody. Not to me. Yes. Who? We.